A community is also based on a social or a religious or an occupational group sharing common characteristics or interests and perceived or perceiving itself as distinct in some respect from the larger society within which it exists. In order to further elaborate, there are many people in the society or in a city or a town or a village living together. But people who share the common religious thoughts could form a group with the same common religious ideas and practices and therefore be called a community of that particular religious group. Or it could be that people having the same occupation where they are living amongst a larger society, but they are sharing, the few people who are sharing the same occupation, such as goldsmiths or ironsmiths or people who are dealing with business, they can have the same common issues, common interests, and perceiving themselves as different from the larger society in which they are living, can form a community of that particular kind. For example, there are people living in a large society who are sharing business. All of them are having shops of cloth export or making of cloth or textile business. So they all think that they are facing issues which are common to them. They think about the interests of their business, and thus having the common characteristics, having similar ideas, having similar goals and common goals, they can just form a group of business community and can be called a business community. So it can also be because of occupation. It can also be because of having the same social issues and looking for solutions in the same direction. People who are having intermarriages in the family, they are having traditions of making their women work as housewives and not outside the house, they can all share similar ideas and thus be a social group with common understandings and common ideas and common thinking in order to form that social group. Therefore, they perceive themselves as a same group, and then automatically they are attracted to one another and thus form a community and give a name to that particular community. It has the awareness that they are existing in a larger society which is having different goals and aims and thoughts and skills than themselves. But at the same time, they are aware that their community has everything in common with them. Also, while having everything in common with each other in a community, there is a possibility that someone amongst the community has some different thoughts. There is a possibility that some people in that particular community may ask for a change. And that is necessary. A community can always survive if it goes for a change, because then it works towards that change and then tries to survive in that framework, which is a new structure. And therefore, the survival, in a way, depends on the change.